Hello again. I got the rankings for the Grand National on Saturday, so I said I'd just have a quick look through them, and I might as well do it with you all. Noble Yates and Corrick Rambler are the top ranked, probably due to them being previous winners. Corrick Rambler won it last year, and Noble Yates won the year before. So the first one we look at is Noble Yates. So he was fourth in last year's Grand National, only beaten 8.5 lengths. Carried 11 stone 11 that day, ran off a mark of 166. They've just ran him over hurdles this season. They've had 3 runs with him over hurdles, so he should be primed for Saturday. His last race was in the Paddy Power Stayers hurdle at Cheltenham. Um, Finished seventh, wasn't beaten that far, went off at 7-1, and Harry Cobden rode him that day, and he keeps the ride this year. Big weight, but you couldn't rule him out. You'd imagine that he's going to be thereabouts. Corrick Ramblers had 3 runs since last year's Grand National, which he won. He carried 10 stone 5 that day, and a mark of 146. He's had 3 runs this season. The last one was in the Gold Cup where he finished third. He was no match for Galopin Deschamps and Jerry Colombe, who's won he's won today. So that form looks really, really solid form. So that was really a good run to finish third to them. He was 14-1 that day. He has to carry 11 stone 6 this time around, so it won't be as easy, but he always gives his best run. Next in the rankings then is Limerick Lace. She's won her last 2 races. She carries 10 stone 8 here. She's a 7-year-old mare. I think it's about 70 years since a mare won the Grand National. But she's in the right hands here, and JP McManus is very sweet on her. He's backed her for this big odds. Mark Walsh has taken the ride. She's had a very good season. She won at Clonmel in October, was second at Navan in November, won at Doncaster in December, and then turned up at the Cheltenham Festival, where she won the Mrs. Paddy Power Mare's Chase over 2.5 miles, just over 2.5 miles. She stayed on well there, and I think she'll improve with the trip. So I think she could go well off a low weight. Next up then is I Am Maximus, Paul Townend and Willie Mullins, and that's around 6-1 at the moment. That won the last year. That won the Irish National. It beat Jevry and Defe Blue. It's been in good form since the couple of wins. Last one was at Fairyhouse in the Bobby Joe Chase. Small field, beat Vanillier and Minella Crooner. There's some more fancied ones further down then. Mr. Incredible, Willie Mullins, Brian Hayes rides that one. It's up 10 stone 11. Capodanno, another Mullins one. Delta Work, that could run well now at a big price. Vanillier, that was placed last year. Probably has a tougher task this year though. Kiddies Light, I think it's probably the Sorry, I was losing my voice there. Kitty's Light is probably the second hope of the UK. Got a good weight, 10 stone 7. Seventh at a big price at 40 to 1. I think it was beaten about 35 lengths in the Ultima handicap chase. So would need to improve on that form, but it's been fairly well backed, so they must think something of it. Beating of the Waters too is well fancied. Um, that's another JP horse, I think. Yeah, Mr. John P. McManus. Uh, that ran in the Ultima. That ran a really good race, finished third, and it's got a weight of 10 stone 8 this time. So you could see that now going very well. It's interesting, though, that Mark Walsh has opted for Limerick Lace. They seem to really like this one, and it's still a decent price, 16 to 1. So I think that's a little bit of value each way, Limerick Lace. So that's it, just a quick look at the race. With a few more days to go over it more, and there'll be plenty of podcasts and videos to watch. So we'll all look forward to it, and the best of luck.